Hey everybody, it's Saturday afternoon here at the Northwest Houston office of WSB and WFG. Um, they uh, they had really good training today, and it dovetailed with some individual training I did with one of my own associates who's got some challenges with transportation. I did a last Saturday. I did a Zoom meeting with them, and we went over my business plan I have on Excel, and uh, and then we went over the compensation. And doing that, I got to see the 3 recruits in a month, right? How that's all you got to do. So same 3 recruits month one, 3 recruits month two, 3 recruits a month. By the end of 2 months, you're getting that's a $16,000 commission, right? If you're doing the average points, the average is 2,000 points per client, and so it just works out that way, right? So today that training came very close to those numbers. The challenge we have is, only 1 in 10 recruits actually get a license and produce, and it's and then depending on your market, depends on your number of points. If you improve your market, not only do you get more points, but also people get are more serious, and they get the licensing faster. What do I mean by that? Well, when I first came on board with Bernadette, I had a little talk with her. I'm like, listen, I did this before. I was a mortgage broker for like 11 years. I'm a big boy. I ain't afraid of paperwork. I ain't afraid to sit down with people and ask for their information. Well, wanted to cut me loose. Well, the training is the field training. Okay, that's the more field training you do, the faster, the sooner you're going to be able to do that. Okay, and know how to do it. Okay, so I did a rollover for a $64,000 TSP with this lady, and got it submitted. And I was like, just as much work to do a $500,000 rollover as it is a $64,000 rollover. And what's the difference in commission? So I looked at that. It's like, to me, at 45%, it's $13,000 commission if I do a $500,000 rollover. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, well, what would my commission be if I did a loan? If I did a $500,000 mortgage, charging 1.5, which is what I used to charge at 90% commission split, that's $6,750. I'm like, okay. Well, what if I sold a $500,000 house, and I'm either the listing agent and there's a buyer's agent, or I'm the buyer's agent. So they pay out 6%. So it's I get 3%. I get 90% of that, depending on the brokerage I'm with. So that would be $13,500. It'd be just $500 more than a rollover, right? But you get the rollover happens a lot faster, all right? And right now in this market, I don't know about this, how long it would take to sell a house, right? Or you probably find a house if you had a buyer, right? But you got to find a buyer, right? So, but they're about apples and apples, right? And then what if I did a $500,000 index universal life? Well, that would be about 1,600 and $1,687 would be my commission for that. Well, okay, that's better than a sharp stick in the eye. And but I'm actually 16,000. No, it'd be $1,687. And then what if I did a $2 million IUL? Well, that would be 6,750 the same as selling a $500,000 house. Oh, wow. Isn't that something, right? Isn't that something? What if I recruited a loan officer or a mortgage broker or real estate agent, and they're doing their deals, they're doing their mortgages, they're doing their real estate, but they were doing this too with their past clients? Oh, look at that. Wouldn't that be nice to have you know, more than one big bushel basket of money coming in, right? That's what I've been trying to talk to these guys about for a while, right? I actually I was marketing, talking to this realtor, and she's like, I told her I used to be a debt management consultant and a broker, and she said, she just all of a sudden, oh, I got this agent who's also a real estate investor, and he's got a challenge. You know, he's bought a house and he rehabbed it, and he had had a contractor's lien. He needs to get out of that, right? And so I talked to the guy, tells me the deal, right? So I haven't talked to hard money lenders. He needs a hard money lender, is what he needs. And since I was in California, but I had all these real estate or these mortgage loan officers and brokers in my database that I've been trying to talk to for a year here in Houston. And I put out to them, and I got 3 of them responded that would be interested in helping this guy with a hard money loan, all right, to pay off this contractor and save his property. And I'm like, isn't that something, right? And one of those was in the Rio Grande Valley, and he's interested. Talked to him today, and I'm going to edify Bernadette like you don't know, and get them connected, because this goes together. It just goes together. You sell somebody a house, either help them get a loan if you're in the mortgage side, or if you're real estate side. Then let's see if we can show them how soon we can help them pay off that mortgage, right? And then start getting saving for retirement, right? And and help them there too, right? Really become a full service broker. Okay, there's a guy named Ron Weinberg, talks about that all the time, and I've been trying in his ear trying to get him to understand this for a while. Okay, well, then I'm listening to Matt Lenig and Brent Gleason from Taking Point Leadership, and they're talking about these anti-change agents. All right, and it was fascinating what I'm listening to. I got it all the time, catch it all the time, and all they're talking about is people that are hanging on to their subconscious programming. They're resistant to change, okay? And it's just that little bit of veiled fear. A lot of times it's nothing. It's like crepe paper, right? And so here's what I learned. I had people, I learned this little trick, right? When somebody's, not moving the direction that subconscious takes control, right? They throw, they can't come to a meeting. Something came up at the last minute, right? And and what happens if you get all like, why did it happen? Is it they're not respecting me? They're what is it, right? Don't go there. Don't go there. It contaminates your mind, right? What you tell them is, that's what I thought. Now, when you say that, they're subconsciously thinking, oh, he can read my mind. Makes them stop making excuses, and makes them stop lying. All right, they'll be straight up with you after that. Don't say it harsh. Don't say it mean. Just, that's what I thought. Okay, and they'll quit making those excuses. Okay, but here's the trick. You can't push a rope. You can't nail Joel to a wall, right? What you got to do is you got to find somebody who's after it. Okay, and going after, like for me, going after those mortgage real estate professionals who know how to write up contracts, who know how to do, do the residential loan application. It's all the same information we gather here to do this, right? So it's no different, right? So what we do is easier and faster, and the underwriting's easier, right? That is something that can throw you. Somebody comes back with a health issue, and that changes their premium, and that can derail things. So you got to really, be honest, right? If somebody's got a condition, you almost got to pre-underwrite it, just like you do with mortgages, right? And you won't be surprised like that. Somebody's they're taking medications, rate them a B, if they're not smoking, you know, and you just maybe call the underwriter first, right? And maybe you can't just show that illustration right away until you maybe talk to somebody and then come back and show them, what you got because of where they are, right? Age and health issues. So anyway, but with that said, it's that and the numbers, man, makes it more apples than apples. All right. Have a great day. If this helps anybody, go ahead and share it. All right. Bye.